Good afternoon. It is Sunday. It is a pleasure to welcome everyone here to this wonderful, wonderful Sunday service. Do you know what? We were doing so well with technology, and then suddenly everything went horrendous on the intro. But everyone's back. Please, great spirit, keep it that way. Welcome along. It is our Sunday service live from the Chateau del Nick and the Boudoir del Brown. It is a pleasure to welcome you here on this Sunday where I've got a bone to pick with someone. Kaza, come on up, please. You've been playing a long game with me this week. Well, this last fortnight, in fact, haven't you, dear?
Would I dare? Nick, how would you insinuate something so, oh, really? Just a little one.
Yes, I would. Just a little one.
Just a little
For those
one.
that don't know, Kaza has been lining up a bit of a surprise this week in terms of who our medium is. Apologies for the technical difficulties in terms of our last attempt to go online. It was horrendously painful and difficult. I was poorly as well, and so we have actually spoken to Tracy Creedican. She will be with us at some point in the future, will she not? In terms of a service in the future, but it meant that it gave Kaza an opportunity to have a bit of a wind up and a bit of a bit of fun. Kaza is notorious in terms of surprising me. And so she decided to keep the identity of this week's medium a secret. But I am able and honoured and privileged and absolutely over the moon to welcome to our service this fine Sunday the very Reverend Tony Swindles. Hello, mate.
Hello, how are you?
I am fabulous. Yourself?
Absolutely fabulous, yes. It's been a long time.
It has. It's been a long road getting from there to here. and I'm not allowed to do any more than 3 seconds, otherwise they'll shut us up on copyright. But yes, welcome, my friend, truly, to the service, and thank you for serving us. And Kaza, thank you for keeping it a secret. It made it.
I
all
love
that
this because I'm right in the middle of both of you. You're
You
both
are.
either side.
I
I love it. I love it. It's great.
However, I am reminded that I am in serious trouble, so bear with me because I think you prefer it that way.
That's better. That is better. Yes. Thank you.
We're on our right sides now.
We are.
For those that don't know, who've joined us recently, for those that are watching maybe for the first time, Reverend Tony and myself, for a long time, I think it was about a year and a half, we did a show on a Friday afternoon called The Two Revs. It was a spiritual debate. Oh, Christine, hello, you're back. Well timed, because I'm about to bring you up in a minute. Good on you, go. We did a show on Facebook and YouTube called The Two Revs, did we not, dear boy?
We did.
What was that all about? What did we get up to?
We got up to much mischief.
That we did.
But we did philosophy, we did debate, we did Q&A, we did whatever the lovely people on the right-hand side of my screen here wanted us to do and talk about.
Absolutely.
And it's been a long time. I've not been in a good place. Life happens and things get in the way. But I'm back, baby.
Absolutely. And in actual fact, world exclusive, this is a global world exclusive now. World exclusive. Now, please, I'm about to put up a video graphic. Please don't press any buttons, anybody, because I don't want to lose you all again. But world exclusive coming at 4 p.m. next Friday afternoon. We are back next Friday afternoon. Yes, Ems, that is absolutely correct. That is the private chat. You have found it, my love. We are back next Friday afternoon, 4 p.m. The Two Revs ride again. I just thought we had to have that name, really.
Yeah, we do.
Certainly do. So it's so good to have you back, and I look forward to seeing your demonstration of mediumship. We have got everybody in the green room waiting, so let's have them wait no more, and then we'll say hello to a few people because we've got to get back in. Right, no problem. I have just been reminded of something, so we are going to get right on. Did you see that, Tony?
I did. Yeah.
Right. So let's say hello to our guests who have come on to have a message today. The first one is Ems. Hello, Ems.
Hi.
Hey. And I know that for once it'll be, rather than hello, Auntie Carol, it'll be a hello, Ems, when she gets online and chatting. But nice to have you with us. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you ever so much. Thank you.
And let's also say hello to Christine.
Hi, can you hear me?
We can hear you, my lovely. Brilliant. Excellent. So everybody's here. Everything's up and running. A quick hello to everyone at home. Let's bring them all up so we can say them. Hello to Alison Moody. Hello to Samantha Harvey. Dawny, my love, I've got a surprise for you in the next couple of days. Sue Perry, good to see you. Mother, hello, Mother. She says there, because I can play with the graphics. We've missed you, Tony. So we certainly have. I believe this was a comment regarding earlier from Dawny there. A Casa sandwich. There we go. She's absolutely loving it. And then of course there's this rogues gallery here of people saying hello to Tony there. But hello to everyone who said hello to everyone who hasn't. You're still welcome. I'm just going to take that big old badge off of Tony's face so we can see him. But to get the service rolling, can I ask you, Tony, to lead us all and open in prayer?
Certainly. Could we just blend our energies together, friends? Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, we thank you for allowing us this opportunity of gathering together in your name tonight. I ask that my guide step forward to support and inspire me through this service, and the loved ones of those online come forward to offer messages that life goes on beyond the physical death. As always, I promise that everything we do will be done with love, truth, and honesty in our hearts. And at the end of this service, we will hand back to you all which is rightfully yours. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Tony, and thank you to everyone for joining in. So I am just going to click a few buttons. There we go. They'll just make it a little bit easier for you on your ears there. I will unclick them again in a second. So let us get the ball rolling right away. I have not got much to say in terms of philosophy today, which is probably a good thing. Because today is all about second chances, new beginnings, new starts. That's very much a theme that's been rolling around recently. And in actual fact, I was at a church last night, and all they kept showing to me every single time as I was working with spirit, they kept showing me that all important seventh principle, the eternal progress of the soul. I think in this day and age, it's really important. There's a lot of diversity, a lot of difference, but also a lot of anger and angst and division. And this week has been an absolute proof of that when it comes to April Fools. The amount of April Fool's jokes that have been up there and people have gotten really, really angry about them. And people have said, oh, but it's April Fool's. Don't get too excited. Will it better not be? And then continue to ignore the fact that it's April Fool's and go off on a rant. My friends, one of the most important thing is, I think in terms of spirit, is that we just need to lighten up a bit and remember how to laugh. Laughter is the greatest healer. And in times of difficulty and in times of struggle, it's really, really hard to laugh. I know this. I understand this. But my friends, when you can get yourself into a position where you can laugh, where you can find some humor and not take life too seriously, that's when you know that you are winning. So seek out laughter, seek out humor, seek out joy. Whether it videos of cats pushing things off shelves, whether it be videos of grandmas sitting on stairs next to grandchildren, attempting to sing a song and end up getting the words completely wrong. Be it dogs pulling things off shelves and then jumping and looking at their parents and going, but you love me really. Or be it just a good, silly joke. Laughter is the best route to freedom, to happiness, and upliftment. And so seek out just spirit, but seek out a good comedian and realize that not everything that is said is sent with harsh intent. Only when it's said with harsh intent should we then do something about it. Because my friend, it's obvious. And when we recognize people's intentions, the meaning then is noted and can be dealt with. But let's be a little bit lighter in life and find some humor and find some laughter. So your challenge for the next week, my friends, is to literally go on the internet and look up dad jokes, look up funny videos, and have a giggle, because humor and laughter and love are at the heart of everything we do. And I will say, God bless you and thank you for listening. And that's the shortest address I've ever done. And many people will probably be quite surprised by that or have a good laugh, including Chrissy Wheatley. Lovely to see you. It has been a long time. So thank you all for listening and God bless you all. And I will now see if Spirit were synchronizing myself and Kaza and ask you for this week's reading.
Thank you, Nick. This is actually tying in very, very nicely with having our Tony Bow back. I wrote this a few weeks ago. Friendship. Friendship is one of the most special connections in life. Many people think friendship is about having fun, sharing interests, or helping each other. But true friendship is more than that. A real friend doesn't expect anything in return. They care because they want to, not because they have to. Some may think that not expecting anything from a friend is strange, but when you truly care about someone, you don't keep score. You don't do things for them just to get something back. A true friend helps because they want to. They want to see you truly happy. They stand by you in good times and in bad, without needing any reason at all. The real test of friendship comes when life gets tough. I know this because I felt deep pain. Losing my soulmate, my best friend, during that time I felt lost, like I was drowning in my own sadness. But my friends were there. They called, they messaged, and they refused to let me go through this alone. Sometimes giving me the space that I needed, but they never let me feel like I was forgotten. They didn't do it because they had to. They did it because they truly cared. To me, that is what real friendship is. Being there. Even when it's hard, not everyone finds friends like this. Friends like this make life brighter, even on the darkest of days. True friendship is not about keeping track of who does what. It's about love. It's about honesty and standing by each other. But the ones who stay through the hardest of times are the ones who truly matter. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, everyone.
And thank you, Kaza. Beautiful. Love you, Kaza. There you go.
Thank you.
Friends, absolutely. It's yes, and double yes 1,000 times. Absolutely beautiful. Totally agree. Amazing. Your work just blossoms, mate. Really well done. Thank you. And speaking of looking out for each other, we are now going to go into the healing silence and send out our healing thoughts. After the healing, of course, we will then be inviting Tony to take over the rest of the service in terms of mediumship. But for this moment, we all get to be mediumistic, because this is where the most important form of mediumship is impacted, healing. All mediumship is healing, and all healing can be mediumship. And so, therefore, we're going to send out our thoughts and listen to a piece of music. And I don't need to open it in prayer anymore, because the music is the healing prayer. So take a moment to find your space. Take a moment to send out your thoughts and ask for all those that are sick and suffering and in need of comfort. And so we begin now.
Great Spirit, divine source of the universe and great creator. Here we bring unto you all those listed in all the healing books throughout the land. Be they sick in mind, body, spirit, or soul, that it may please thee to heal them, those we know, those we do not know, those that have no one to ask for them, we ask for them now. Those we know, those we do not know, those that have no one to ask for them, we ask for them now. Be they sick in mind, body, spirit, or soul, that it may please thee to heal them, those we know, those we do not know, those that have no one to ask for them, we ask for them now. We ask for them now. Now.
Amen. Thank you all. And if anyone ever wants to listen to that healing song, to send out your healing thoughts, I'll post a link to it in the chat at some point during the rest of the service. It's actually created by AI in terms of the music and the vocals, but the words were written by Reverend Lynn Gibbs-Swart at the founding of the First Church in Littleport, and they haven't changed that much over the years. She reached out to me a few weeks ago when I posted it the first time, absolutely ranting and raving and loving the fact that it's there for a new generation. So it's an opportunity to share healing and love, and I think that's what's the most important. So thank you all for taking part in that healing. And so now I'm going to put a man up on the screen in big style where he belongs, Reverend Tony.
Hello.
I'm just so booned to have you back on the screen. It feels like forever since you were in my bedroom, and I've really, really missed it, you know. So the banter hasn't changed, loves.
No.
But I'm now going to hand over the rest of this afternoon to the wonderful Reverend Tony Swindles. I know we're going to have a great day. So you did see that message earlier, so I've got a suspicion you're probably going to want to go there first if you can.
Yes, please.
So I'm going to take us all out of the way, and I'm going to leave you and Ems to it, if I can remember how to do this. See you all very, very soon.
Hi, Emma. I can't actually hear you at the minute, but
You will now. It's fixed. It's fixed.
Hi.
there we are. Panicking then. Right. Okay. Phew. I've got a very strong lady that's just connecting with me from spirit. is tapping her watch and saying, we haven't got time, we haven't got time, we haven't got, because she's got a lot she wants to get across to you, but this lady's coming through with a very maternal, strong feel for you. Not saying it is a mum, but it's a motherly figure that you would understand in your life. And she's around you a lot at the moment. She's coming through with this feeling of wanting to get things sorted for you. I mean, you said you're having physio, so obviously there are issues, but it feels beyond that. It feels like there's something, a situation around you that she wants to get sorted out. Would you understand that, please?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you understand this motherly figure who's quite a strong lady and quite vocal about if she had something to say, she wants to get it said?
Yes, my mum.
Right. Okay. Bless you. She's a lovely lady, really warm, and she's pulling through my heart. So I know she's got this strong link that she wants to express to you. Okay. Bless you, my darling. I know you're in need of healing yourself at the moment, but she's giving me emotional upliftment for you to pass to somebody connected with yourself at the moment. It's as if somebody's a little bit, I don't want to say troubled, but have things going on in their life that's making them get into their own head. Would you understand this?
I think so.
Right. I feel she's connecting that with a male energy who's got some stuff going on and just needs to get things sorted. It's as if I'm stuck in my own head and I'm overthinking things.
I've got a rough idea who she's on about.
That's fine. Okay. She wants me to be around the 22nd of a month for a birthday, anniversary, or a passing. And she also wants me to go to the month of August. There's been significant around you, please.
August is my birthday month.
Brilliant.
But not the 22nd.
Right. Okay. It can be the 22nd of any month. I just got the 22nd came into my head.
Yeah.
All right. Bless you. She wants me to acknowledge a gentleman that's with her in the spirit world. And the gentleman that's with her in the spirit world is connected to her. I don't know if it's a brother or husband or what, but she's got this gentleman that stood with her, and he's a very strong gentleman and a very proud gentleman, and he's a gentleman who would have passed quite quickly to the world of spirit.
It could be my granddad.
Right, bear with me. This chap, as he's connecting his energy to me directly, I want to say he's got quite a cheeky chappy side to him. He would have been very fun to be around. He would like people to... It's actually tying in with something Kaza was saying in her reading. He would always want the best for people. He would always want people to be the best version of themselves they can be. He's telling me, although his passing was quick in spirit, there were some ailments prior to his passing. He's not dwelling on that, but he's just saying he had his ups and downs, but the passing was very quick at the end. Mm-hmm. He's giving me the month of February has been significant around you. And he's also giving me this sense of, with you specifically, decisions having to be made. It's as if we're making lists of pros and cons around something, and it's we're trying to figure out what's the best way forward with a situation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's also giving me this immense sense of pride around you, saying that there are things that have happened around you that would have put a lot of people on their bottoms, but you've picked yourself up, dusted yourself off, and you're focused very much on what's ahead.
Absolutely.
He's very, very proud of that. Very, very proud of that. He's giving me this feeling of, specifically around you being a very caring, loving person, always wanting to do for others, but there are times when you forget that if you don't recharge your batteries, you can't then give to other people. So we're not very good at looking after our own energies because we're too busy focused on other people's energies.
Always. Yeah.
Well, he's just bringing this in as a reminder. We all have freedom of will and freedom of choice, and on the earth plane we can do what we want, but this is just advice from spirit. Okay, my darling. You would understand, please, where he's connecting with 3. That could be mum and dad and 1 child, 3 children, grandchildren, but there's 3 that he wants to be around.
Okay. I may need to just churn on that.
That's fine, but he's just giving me this sense of the 3. Okay. All right, bless you. You would also understand a younger energy in the world of spirit. I'm just feeling this energy building around me. This energy, as it's building around me, I feel it's a male energy, but they would have passed a spirit younger, if that makes sense. I'm 50 several, but I know this person would have passed younger, if that makes sense for you. Oh, have we lost Ems?
I'm back. Yeah, I think M's signal has paused. If you'd like to say what you need to say so she can look back on it, because I know obviously she's got to nip off at 1 anyway.
She has.
I do know that Carol will be watching as well, so
right. I just have this younger male energy that comes through that would have passed younger than I am. Like I say, I'm 58, so I'm younger than this, and he just wants to let. There's a significant lady, earth side of life, that he wants to let know that he is fine. He is fine. Like we always say, Nick, the minute we take our last breath, everything's gone and our troubles are gone. And that's what he wanted to pass across.
Bless you. Bless you. Thank you. Bless you, Ems. If you do get back, I know you've obviously got to be away at 1 o'clock. What you couldn't see is that Ems is actually not at home right now. She is being taken care of. So we absolutely send our healing thoughts to you, my lovely. You are a regular. Oh, hang on. Keep your fingers crossed. Can you hear us, Ems? No.
Oh,
bless her.
The tech gods aren't with us today.
Oh, hang on. Something's building. An energy is building. Yes. There you go. You're back. I'll get out the way.
Okay. I'm
sorry.
No, that's fine. You're fine. I was just aware of a younger male energy that was connecting with me. He is younger than I am. When he passed to spirit, I'm 58. So he would have passed a little bit younger than that. And he just wants to let a lady this side of life know that he is fine. He is fine. The moment he took his last breath, everything was fine. So I just hope you understand this young man. He wants to let me know that he has been, people are aware of him when he's around. So he has been sensed in somebody's house or corner of the eye or a touch or something. And all he's saying to me is, when people are aware of him, just say hi.
Okay.
That's what he was wanting.
Okay.
I know you've got to go soon, but just know that I can feel so much energy around you and so many spirit friends around you and supporting you and looking after you right now. But the lady that came through originally, the mum figure, she's just popped back straight forward to me and just said, don't let the so-and-sos get you down. She just wants you to smile, to be the best you can be, and not to let all these the sensation she's given me is just like little birds pecking at my head all the time. So somebody just picking and picking and picking and picking, and she's just trying to shoo them away and saying, don't let them get on top of you. Let just you do you. That's a them problem, not a you problem. And I hope that makes sense for you, Ems.
Thank you so much, Tony. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you, my darling. Thank you.
Ems, we know, as you said, you've got to be off in a few minutes. We have you in our healing book. We will continue to send healing. Can I just say that you're probably the first person who's managed to broadcast from a public building with any semblance of connection. So really well done.
Just.
You got there. That's all that matters. And you
oh,
know
Auntie
what?
Carol's just popped up.
Auntie Carol's here.
Hi,
Carol's
Auntie Carol.
in the house.
There you go.
I get to show her her comment to you for a change.
Yeah.
And so Carol is a regular at our church on a Thursday because she lives quite close by. Ems lives quite far away, but I know that when you're back up to full speed and everything's sorted, you'll pay us a visit, I'm sure, at some point, because Auntie Carol
I said that to Carol that I would, when I'm where I need to be, hopefully quicker than they're saying, that I said I'd come down and meet you all in person, so that would be wonderful.
Oh, amazing.
Well, there will be hugs abounding.
Awesome. Hug makes the world go round.
Certainly does.
Absolutely.
Certainly
And
does.
Carol, you're right. The energy I was working with is absolutely lovely. Very strong, very straightforward, but lovely. Absolutely.
Definitely strong.
Yeah, definitely. Well, her sister will be telling her off for going for a dog walking and missing her. But you can get it on playback.
She's not.
Oh, wrong side of the family.
Yeah, wrong side.
Wrong side of the family. I see. I'm with you now. Yeah. Well, I just love the connection.
Thank you.
It was such a beautiful message. You go and give them what for.
Oh, I'm on it. Thank you both, honestly, very, 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 very much. Thank you. Something I really needed.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Be well, my sweet.
Thank you.
God bless, babe. See you soon.
Thank you all so much. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Oh, bless you. Bye. Right, let's bring everybody back. Everyone is unmuted. I am not going to make that mistake again. Tony, back to you, my friend.
Okay. Oh gosh, this is difficult because I know I've got a link with Kaza, but Christine, if I can come to you, please, my sweet. I have a gentleman's energy that's presenting himself forward for me. He's coming through very sort of shoulders back, and he's presenting himself to me very well. And I've got this love. I work a lot with energy. I don't get a lot of physicality straight away, but I've got this. It's almost like two people in one, if that makes sense. He's got this strong, independent side, but he's also got this really warm, fuzzy, kind, gentle side of him as well, if that makes sense. As he's connecting with you, sweetheart, he is giving me this feeling of having a little bit of a rough ride prior to his passing. So I know he would have had some issues prior to his transition. But he said the support around him made it bearable, if that makes sense for you. Okay. You would understand, sweetheart, why he's telling me that he's showing me this flowering bud, and he's saying that's you, and he just wants you to open up and to allow yourself to flourish, because I feel at the minute what he's telling me is you've been a little bit within yourself rather than outward facing. You've been inward facing. He's giving me also a sense of, much like I said to Ems, it's been a little bit of external forces chipping away at you rather than something that you've done.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? It's as if your confidence and your self-esteem's just been chipped and chipped and chipped. He wants you to move past that, sweetheart, and he wants you to be you. Okay. Bless you. He's joined by a lady from spirit. The lady's put herself above him on a family tree, so mum, grandma, aunts, but that level. And I've got to say, I've got quite a, I want to say like an old-fashioned school mom presence, you know, quite an authoritative lady, a lady who would have been very much matriarch. Does that make sense for you? Okay, because she wants to come through to give you that strength that she had and that power that she had. She said she was firm but fair, if that makes sense. And she did love everybody. It's just sometimes she found it difficult to demonstrate her emotions. Right. I don't know if it's her condition, sweetheart, but my words are getting a little bit confused. You would understand somebody who transitioned to spirit who was a bit confused towards the end of their life, because I just feel like my words are getting mixed up. Okay, bless you. I need to give you physical healing because I'm being told to put you in my book. So whatever's going on, sweetheart, I will put you in my book, and the spirit are aware and are giving you healing. But you would also understand somebody you need to pass healing energy to. So there's somebody connected with you who needs some support. Okay, my darling. You would be able to place for me, please, a china teacup and saucer. Okay, and it looks like it has a floral design on it, from what I can see. Okay. And also somebody who has a lot of faith from spirit, because they're showing me a crucifix. So I know that there's somebody who would have had a strong faith. Right, bless you, my sweetheart. I need to acknowledge the babies that went to spirit within the family. So there were babies who were lost. And I also need to acknowledge for you, please, a gentleman who loved to be outdoors, very outdoorsy, countryside-y, in the garden a lot. Very rare you saw him indoors. He liked to be out and in space, in open spaces. Somebody connected with you, sweetheart. This side of life must be quite artistic and craft orientated, because I'm seeing sketching and I'm seeing needlecraft and things. Okay, bless you. And you would understand where the crossroads are, my darling, where we're not sure which way we need to go. Is it you? Is it Christine, or is it somebody somebody connected to you on a family vibration, sweetheart? Is it a point in their life where they've got to make changes? Because it's as if they're treading water at the minute and not progressing, and it's as if the spirit are trying to push them forward and get them on the right track, if that makes sense.
I don't know if that's my dad.
Right, okay, just bear with me. Because I feel like there's somebody whose life at the minute just feels a little bit, you know, that film Groundhog Day, where you relive the same things over and over and over again. And they're just wanting somebody to break out of that and to move forward, and because they have ideas, they have motivation. They're just, okay, oh, I get you. Sorry, I was misunderstanding what they were saying to me. It's self-doubt creeping in, and it's as if I'm questioning every decision I'm making and second guessing myself. That's you, is it? That's fine, because I just need to give you that forward momentum and that sense of, you can just stop second guessing everything you want to do. Right, bless you. I need to acknowledge for you, sweetheart, where something official needs sorting out, because I've got a scroll and a quill pen. So there's some legal official type documents that need, or a legal official situation that needs to be sorted.
I think that's my identity card, my French identity card. I'm not sure.
It's something that's official and it needs looking at or sorting out, because they're showing me it and signing things with a quill pen, which for me means it needs resolving, it needs sorting. Okay. I've got to acknowledge a chest condition, a breathing condition, and I'm getting healing for it. So it's earth side, not spirit side. So there's somebody earth side of life who needs some healing across the chest right now. But I've also got to acknowledge the... Right, okay. The gentleman from spirit who would have liked a little beverage every now and again. Not massive, just every now and again would like to go out and have a drink and let his hair down and enjoy himself, because he's coming around as well, sweetheart. I don't know what it is with the glasses, but I've got to, it's as if he's taking your glasses off your face and cleaning them. So I don't know if he's saying there's a change around your eyesight, or if he's literally saying to me, you're not seeing everything clearly at the minute because you're stuck in your own thoughts.
Yeah.
And things.
Yeah.
All right, bless you. And also need to acknowledge where the I'm seeing a path that is dividing, and that for me is usually a signifying that either somebody's moved physically away, so they're in a different place and they're not as close as they were, or emotionally there are people connected that aren't as close as they were. So there's been a bit of a distancing emotionally between people.
Yeah.
And he's just bringing that in and making me aware of this. Okay. I also need to acknowledge for you, please, a recent passing, which for me is between now and 5 years. So you'd understand where there's been a passing in the last 5 years. And also the... Right, okay. Either somebody didn't see Christmas, or they passed around the Christmas time, because I need to acknowledge that because what they're saying to me is we were there, but not physically. All right, bless you, sweetheart. No. I need. Right, okay. I need to acknowledge, please, where somebody connected around you at the minute is a bit low, a bit deflated, a bit, and it's as if spirit just want to get a bicycle pump and pump them back up and give them. What they're basically saying is that they want to bring joy back into their life, because they don't seem to be able to find the joy in things anymore that they used to. For example, they're showing me like reading books and listening to music, and that's gone a little bit, and they're wanting to bring that back, sweetheart. All right. I need to give you the 21st of a month, and I also need to give you around the 7th of a month. I need to acknowledge the month of July, and I need to acknowledge the month of November around you as well, please. And there's a lady just popped in, and I wear a cross and chain, and she's just put a necklace around my neck, so you'd understand where there's a necklace from spirit that they want to acknowledge, and the rings, and they're coming to my wedding ring and my engagement ring. All right, sweetheart. Okay, they are pulling away from me a little bit, my darling, but as they're pulling away, I've got to give you lavender, and I've got to give you hyacinth. rosemary. It's very fragrant, and so I've got to give you all that upliftment and fragrance back in your life. All right, my darling, and I will leave Spirit's love with you and say God bless. Thank you very much for working with me.
Thank you.
No
very
problem.
much,
Thank you
Tony.
very
That's
much.
lovely.
Lovely energies around you, my darling.
Yes, definitely agree with that. You know, it's funny, you said something there a moment, virtually within the first few moments, that it reminded me of something. You can tell that even though it's been like months since we publicly worked together, you know, I just instantly, as soon as you're on the screen, I'm back with you. They reminded me that I'd like to just share with you, based on what you said, Tony. Um, Achilles, sorry, Ulysses.
Yeah.
Though much is taken, much abides, and though we are not now that strength which in old days moved earth and heaven, that which we are, we are. One equal temper of heroic hearts, made weak by time and fate, but strong in will. Strive, seek, find, and do not yield. And I'm going to send that to you, Christine, if you don't mind, because I think it's appropriate right now.
Yeah.
And I think Tony's message definitely indicated that. So keep fighting the good fight, Christine. And as you've heard, you've got loads of wonderful, gentle spirits around you, helping to keep you uplifted. So thank you for sharing your time with us.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And I will bring Kaz back in case there's anything else you want to say, Tony.
There is actually, yeah. I know Suze is always around you, sweetheart. But the energy I've got is a gentleman's energy that's coming forward.
Okay.
And with the greatest, I like to give evidence of who I'm working with first, but all this gentleman wants is to give you a kick up the posterior. And because while, okay, no, slow down, sir, because you would understand a gentleman on a familial link to yourself who was a practical joker, liked to let his hair down. He is a very, very humorous gentleman because some of the imagery he's putting in my head is just wonderful. I love it. But very connected with his emotions, if that makes sense. He was very, what's the word I'm looking for? He had a lot of emotional intelligence, so he knew how he would react in a situation. So if something was building, he would rather remove himself than blow and let things get out of hand. Would that make sense?
Yes.
Would you understand this gentleman saying to you, not would you understand, you must be able to understand because he's telling me that you have learned a lot of emotional intelligence over the last 18 months, 2 years. So you've become very aware of things that trigger you, that send you off into spiraling thoughts. And you've learned how to remove yourself from those people and situations and put barriers up.
Absolutely. Yes.
He's so proud of that. You would also understand where you're also learning to take the negatives and the, I can't say that word, the SH1T that people fling at you, spin it around and send it back with love and joy.
Absolutely, tenfold. Yep.
Because he's just so proud. You would also understand that this gentleman is one of your guides and inspirers, or is around when you work in the spiritual space and gives you support in that sense. Sorry, my foot has just got tangled up in something under the desk and I don't know what it is, but I nearly threw the laptop on the floor. Okay, bless you, my darling. The piece you read out was absolutely amazing. Loved it. This gentleman says he wants you to look back at some of your writings,
Mhm.
because there are messages to yourself within the writings that
Yeah.
he wants you
Yeah.
to look at. And oh, bless you. He has. It's not him. It's not him. I know who it is. She's seen the growth. She's seen the way you're carrying her forward in your life, and she's seen how you are finding joy in things again. Much like I said to Christine, where things were lacking in her life, and she couldn't find the joy in things. You're rediscovering the joy in things. All right.
I am. Yeah.
Okay, bless you. She's saying she's touched your hands, because I can feel like cobwebby feeling on my hands. So she must sit with you sometimes and hold your hand, because I'm feeling it. All right, bless
Yeah.
you. And again, she's reiterating what I've said before in messages, which is, don't let all these little annoying things that peck at your head get on top of you. Just shrug it off, because you know better than that.
Yeah. I used to, but not now.
Right. But also, she's just shown me this long path, and you know the poem Footsteps.
No, I don't. But I will look it up.
Right, look up the poem Footsteps. It's where a man sees one set of footsteps in the sand, and he asks the Lord why he wasn't walking with him. He says, "My child, that's when I was carrying you." So just read it and just look at it, because there's something in there that Suze wants to get across to you, my darling.
Okay. Right. Thank you so much.
Okay. And I'll just leave you with a big Tony bow.
I love my Tony bow.
Good.
Love my
good.
Tony.
Please.
Thank you so much, Tony. Thank you.
No problem, my darling. No problem.
Beautiful. Everybody loves a Tony bow these days. It's wonderful.
Absolutely.
You know, how many times a week do we say that these days, Kaza? Every time it's so funny. Every time something goes right, time something ties in, she'll pop up with, "That's your Tony bow." Wonderful. Excellent. What a wonderful message, and beautiful. And you know what? For anyone who's developing out there, that was a really, really good example of how to do it. Yes, I know this person, but I want to give evidence first. Well done, mate. Loved it. A beautiful, beautiful message. Thank you so much. And believe it or not, we are fast approaching the end of our time together already. But it is so, I mean, you might notice I'm a bit out of practice at going online this time. But I'm sure you'll bash it back into me over the coming weeks. Steady, dear. That's nothing in comparison to some of the conversations we've had over the last few weeks, especially when I kept forgetting to send things here. We'll probably bring that up at a later date in one of our...
we will.
But not on a service, Jim, not on a service. But yes, I've got a copy of Footprints on the Sand on my desktop. So I'll send that to you, Kaza. And yes, absolutely agree, Sue.
Oh, thanks, Sue.
Definitely. And you got a lovely gold star there from Norma as well. And thank you all for being here. It feels like a lifetime since I was last on with Tony, but it feels like forever since we were last online, full stop. because there's been, illnesses and technical issues abounding. But we've got them sorted now, touch wood. And I just want to thank everybody for being here and holding space with us. Thank you to Christine, and thank you to the lovely Ems for joining us online today. There was a Lynn was supposed to be with us, which thank you for stepping forward and putting your shirt on your heart on your sleeve, Kaza, and being a recipient. Lynn, if you are watching, I'll have a one-to-one session with you over Zoom, and we'll get you on next time, because a promise is a promise is a promise. But from all of us here to you, my really, really good friend Tony, thank you so much for a wonderful demonstration of mediumship. Beautiful work. And yes, Mum has actually. She's got the key passages of footprints on the sand on an actual ring. It's a beautiful, beautiful poem, and I agree with you, Tony. Definitely there'll be a message.
I could write it in my book. I could write it in my book.
You could write it in your book, yes, that's available. For once,
I could write the poems in my book.
Yes. So for anyone who wants to get a copy of that, it's available on Amazon. Just search for Kaza White, Karen. I think you're down as Karen White as your.
I think I'm Karen. Yes, Tranquil Notebooks, and then you put owl.
And you'll find, and there will be other designs up in the next few weeks, actually. So she's getting her work out there. And I did make a promise earlier. Here's another part of me keeping that promise. For anyone who wants to listen to the healing song, there is a QR code. You can literally scan the QR code with your phone. I will leave it up there for the rest of our time together if people want to scan it, because I know a lot of people watch on YouTube on their telly, which is cool. Grab your phone and take a QR scan of that, but there will also be a link available on the page afterwards as well. So it's one of the last comments, so it will be at the top. And yes, absolutely, Ruthie, the words in the footsteps are going to help Kaza to write more. Absolutely agree. Oh look, I've just had a notification somebody has scanned. Linda says I don't want to write in mine because it will spoil it. So Linda has a copy. So thank you all for being here today. Christine is back from filling. So let's get Christine back on. Hello, Christine. I hope you've had a lovely afternoon, Christine.
Yes, thank you so much for inviting me.
May I say welcome to the family. It's lovely to have met you.
Thank you very much.
I will send you that poem as well. Kaza, if you could link me up with Christine. But just remember, friends. Remember, friends, that Friday, 4:00, the boys are back in town. And Kaza has promised that if she's available, she will do us a countdown.
How will we ever manage to get online on time if Karen doesn't do the countdown?
Absolutely. You got Tony Bowes and Kaza.
I will be there.
Absolutely. So you got Tony Bow and a Kaza countdown. That was a threat rather than a promise. You've got a Tony Bow, a Kaza countdown. What's Nick got? I'm right. I'm moving on. Reverend Tony, would you like to close this afternoon in prayer?
I will. Could we just blend our energies, please? Great Spirit, we thank you for all the messages that have come forward tonight to show that life goes on beyond the physical death, and that our loved ones are no more than a thought away. Father, I ask that any energy we have built up during this service go out around the world to all of those who are on beds of sickness. For those who are homeless, may you give them shelter. For those who are hungry, may you give them food. For all those who are in need of support, would you please give them your loving energy to guide them forward to you. For anybody who is taking their transition today, I ask that there be light to guide them safely home and comfort and support for those who are left behind. Father, I now hand back to you all that is rightfully yours, with love, with honour and glory. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Tony. Thank you. And thank you, Christine. Thank you, Ems. Thank you, Kaza. Thank you, everybody at home, for being here and joining us. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button there. I'll join you, Kaza, as I'll be home from work now too. So there you go. We've got at least 2 viewers on Friday, so we'll have a conversation. But thank you all for holding space with us this day. And Kaza, thank you. The surprise was lovely. To everyone at home,
It was worth it.
may the rest of your day. It was worth it, wasn't it? It definitely was. It definitely was. But thank you all so much. And to everyone at home, may your day and the rest of your week be truly blessed. And we will see you all again very, very soon. But from the Chateau Del Nick in the Boudoir Del Brown, this is Little Port Christian Spiritualists online, signing off one more time. Good night and God bless.